Why you sleeping on us? Why you sleeping on us? No cap, we gon' have to make them believe us.
Skimp Dee had made a community post because I believe she's leasing with VL. I think so. But she was asking from a own authority standpoint. So guy got his own authority. I'm gonna just say me. Just use me and you. I got my own authority. You put me on the load. A truck breakdown. Get a tow truck. Take me to the shop because I'm stuck. Right, middle of Podunk, Texas in this case. But the load is wherever it may be. It's far out, and they tell me it's gonna be in the shop and it's gonna be there for 10 days.
Okay.
What we do with your load?
All right, so we got a couple options. The first thing I'm going to be doing is you're going to be calling me saying, hey, I'm broke down. I ain't able to get this delivered. Oh, okay, what's your status? And then let's say it's 10 days. I'm going to then call the customer and see the urgency of the load. I'm going to tell them the situation and say, hey, the driver broke down. We're hoping for 10 days. Where are we with your load? If they're like, no, we're not waiting 10 days. We need to get this moving. If they say, we can wait the 10 days, we're fine. If they say, no, we can't wait the 10 days, here's the way that this has to work, and this is what confuses a lot of people, is you then have to give the load technically back to the broker. You cannot a friend can't haul it, nothing like that, because the broker only has the authority to broker the load. Even you as a broker and a driver can't do that, because if I gave it to your carrier MC and your carrier MC is on that contract, you cannot change that contract. You can't take your carrier off and put your broker on it and give it to somebody else. You cannot give that load to another carrier. Only I can. So we have a couple options. One, the option is you might say, hey, I have a buddy of mine. He's going to go ahead and grab my trailer. And then I'm going to take the load back from you. And let's say it was for $2,000. Make my life simple. And he's going to say, hey, just send me for $1,000 and then send him. My buddy says he'll do it for $1,000. I'm going to send a rate con to you for $1,000 and a rate con to him for $1,000. Okay. Now I have to reassign the load. It's my load to assign, not yours. Does that make sense?
Right.
All right. Let's say you don't have a buddy that's going to do it. I have to now say, okay, and I'm very limited. And this is what people don't understand. Brokers are actually limited to what they can and can't do because I never take possession of the freight. Okay. So I cannot force you to unload that trailer. Okay, now drivers don't know that. A lot of drivers don't know that, but that's technically a law called CARMAC, CARMACK. And I cannot force you to unload that trailer. So I have to persuade you to help me out in a nice way. All right. So what happens then is I say, okay, can I use your trailer? And you are either going to say yes or no to get this delivered. And now, all the money that I was going to pay you is now going to go to, most likely in the contract, 99% of the time that you fill out a carrier broker packet, it says that if this happens, all your money's gone. I'm going to use what I can to pay the other guy. Does that make sense? So it's in interest to help me find someone because then you're working with me. Now, I then have to say, okay, can I use your trailer? And if you say, yes, you can use my trailer, I say, okay, I have to find somebody who can do a power only has trailer in exchange, has to come get your trailer, has to come get the bill of lading from you. He's then going to give you a bill of lading, and you're going to give him a bill of lading, and everybody's going to sign off on these bills of lading. So you're done with it. Does that make sense? And you release custody of that load to him. This is a fun part of brokering. This is what we all do, and all we do is sit around and answer phones. So now I've got to have that guy go deliver that load and then most likely bring the trailer back to you. So if the load's supposed to pay $2,000, he might be charging me $1,500. Well, then you get $500. Does that make? But if he's charging me $2,000, you get nothing.